Omniscient Reader, chapter 171. 171, right? 171. Yes, it's right here. 171. Where did we leave off? Screen gave it away. Doksha had the bright idea of teaming up with Junghyuk to become a nebula and buy the stories of the historical constellations, all of their stories, because yeah, we're gonna even the playing field with the fabled constellations, right? That's what they call themselves. My brain. I still kind of want to play Mortal Kombat. I'm not lying. If I could have skipped this stream and kept playing, I would have skipped this stream and kept playing. It's the reason why I started a couple minutes late, because I actually was playing and I was taught. I digress. So we're buying stories. Some fabled constellations are gonna be upset. Yeah, let's just hop in, right? Let's just hop in. I don't have anything else to add. I just kind of want to see what's gonna happen. All right, 171. We will buy your stories. The fabled constellations look down on historical constellations because they are of a higher rank. And the reason nebulae look down on independent constellations is because they belong to a group. If I were to make an unfair game fair, this is what always throws me off. We'll start this here. We'll get like 2 panels and then we'll finish it. If you want to sell your story to Junghyuk and me, make a deal with our nebula. I don't know. I'm like, I'd first need to get on the same level as them. How are we going to form a nebula? Constellation Banquet Part 7. Midday Rendezvous. Sorry. Junghyuk Yu, what do you think you're doing? Junghyuk Yu is currently using Midday Rendezvous. I didn't realize we still had time left on Midday Rendezvous when we got it so long ago. It's been a while since we used this, right? We used this when that was what were the 5 what were they called? It was whenever like he had to carry Junghyuk and we were going somewhere. That's the Midday Rendezvous, right? That was during like the catastrophe of questions and all that stuff. What scenario was that? The disaster of questions. Yeah, there we go. I just had to keep talking. It was during that. Okay. I was like, I ended up saying it. It was the 5th one. All right, this was before Doksha's fight. Okay. I just kept talking. I ended up saying it. All right, here we go. Midday Rendezvous. Does it look a little different? I thought it was white last time. This isn't the first time something like this happened. You should be used to it by now. What? He was looking at him like, what? It's not a bad offer for you. I know that you can't succeed any of the constellation stories. Let's be more brazen. The white one was a flag benefit. Okay. There's just no telling how much you know. Junghyuk doesn't succeed any stories here in the original novel. The regression constraints. Sorry, y'all, for all the extracurricular. Oh. He can turn back time through death. We're getting some more information. In return for that ability, he is not able to succeed any constellation story. Okay? Incarnation Junghyuk Yu. Is Incarnation Doksha Kim telling the truth? Did you two decide to start a new nebula? Can we get an answer as to how these two can do this? That's right. I don't think I realized how much taller he was than him. I think I knew he was taller than him, but not by a whole head. How tall is Doksha? I hadn't realized he was that much taller than him. They're all laughing. Doksha Kim, you've gone and done it now. That's why I like you so much. Nebula Veda is disappointed in you. Well, we don't like you anyways. Nebula Gui. Wow, how do I pronounce this? Gui, whatever. Holds you in contempt. Come on. This is a good thing, isn't it? They haven't even reached the state of constellation. Okay, here we go. How can they even start their own nebula? Dokubi, does this even make sense? Okay, they're asking the questions that we were asking. Okay. It's not like anyone can just form a nebula because they want to. Well, what? Incarnation Doksha Kim has been acknowledged by the star stream to be worthy enough. Ooh, that's gonna shake up the room just a little bit. He's one. The king of the world without a king. Oh, they're gonna say all of his fables. Okay, are they gonna go through that? The story, the king of the world without a king has been created. He broke the throne which held the divine powers of the other world. Did he create a new story with that? The one who fought against the miracle. Dude, looking back at all these arcs, man, so cool. Hey, we've been through so much. So cool. The fable, the one who fought against the miracle, has been added. Now, question. The last time we knew, he was one short. So if he's deemed worthy, are they just going to say like, well, he's almost there, so we might as well just let him? Or are they going to be like, and this right here counts as another fable too? Whatever this is. I wonder. The fable, the one who fought against the miracle, has been added. He defeated a returnee. Some constellations are favorable towards you. Look at him. What is he doing? What is he balancing? A coin back there? Oh, what's that? The one who scorned a storyteller. Oh, this. Beat him. Oh, they cut it off? That's right, because nobody was able to see this. Right? Wasn't this one blocked? And no one was able to see it? So the fact that they even got to look at it, they're like, what's going on here? Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one was able to see this, what happened. And that's when he dropped all his coins. Everyone watched that one? So what was blocked? Which one was censored? I thought something that Doksha did was censored and no one was able to see it, and that's when people got mad. Cinema fight. I thought it was this one with Paul. I thought they didn't let people watch Paul get stomped out. Spilling. Okay. The bear trapped so the Doksha could be his face by spending coins. Yeah, I remember that. Because I remember a few people being like, I wish it were longer. Because it was longer in the light novel, apparently. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Oh, this. And they cut it off. Pew. Hey, what was that just now? Well, I think we have the wrong video there. Don't tell me that was also registered as a story. Wait, did we not know that that was a fable? Wait, we didn't know that that was a fable? Or did we know that? We didn't know that. So we reached we are considered a constellation. Ah. Okay. They were trying to hold that against him. Don't tell me that was also registered as a story. So you're a real crazy one, huh? So what's next? The one who hunted the king of catastrophes. This was cool. This was not too long ago for me. See how Dirty Muffles tried? Yeah. You have achieved a non-existing story. You have established a total of 4 stories. Congratulations, the Starstream has acknowledged your accomplishments. Yep. The shadow of a fabled constellation. He's already accumulated 4 legendary stories. He's going to be made a constellation even before the end of the 10th scenario. He has 5. He has 5, right? No, he only has 4. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, he has 5. If we never knew that one. He has 4. Okay. All right. He's a new constellation that can't be. Look at him hitting the pose. Look at him hitting the pose, hand on the hip and everything. As you can see, Incarnation Dokshikim is due to become a constellation soon. If he manages to gain his 5th story now, he will... Alright, I'll agree that Incarnation Dokshikim is worthy of the title. But I refuse to acknowledge that he is able to form his own nebula. There are 2 problems here. 1, he's not yet a constellation, and 2, he's the only constellation in trying to form a nebula. That's what I'm guessing, because that's what I was spitting out last week. Number 1. Oh, never mind. We do not know whether Incarnation Dokshikim has the adequate financial capacity. I think he does. You do know that you need a certain amount of money to form your own nebula, don't you? I'm pretty sure the both of them together are loaded in dough. I'm pretty sure. I have enough coins. That we'll see if you do. Number 2. Okay, trying to use your... I don't know. Would you be able to find someone to support your nebula? Now, this is the real challenge. They really need to do a financial review. To form one's own nebula, one must gain support of at least 5 constellations. So, do we think, if I'm just running this off the top of my head, I'm going to go ahead and say Secretive Plotter is going to support us. Sun Wukong might support us. Uriel might support us. Who else might support us? Why am I blanking on the rest of their names? Like our frequent watchers. Secretive Plotter, Golden Headband, Demonic Judge of Fire. Persephone might do it, and I need a 5th one. Any one of the Korean ones, right? Any one of the Korean ones. That's at that point. Which of the constellations gave you support to form your own nebula? If y'all don't get out of here, right? Y'all don't get out of here. Well, wait. Do you even have a name for your nebula? Our nebula would be called the Dokshikim. We don't have a name yet. And as for the supporters, we'll find them now. Jungyak's like, shut up. We're not calling it that. That's funny. Is there any constellation who's willing to support the forming of our nebula? Dokshi's like, ow. Let's see. I wonder if any of the Korean ones will step up. All the other nebula, they're gonna cackle. I'd love to see Persephone just stand up and be like, I'll do it, right? I knew it. What a waste of time. Dokubi, let's carry on with the succession. Cut off. She gonna raise that hand. Underworld of Olympus will support you. Okay. Persephone. I'm free to do what I want. Do you have a problem? And no one's gonna challenge her, really. I'll give you my support. The prisoner of the golden headband, of course. Of course. Really? Are you sure? Okay, here goes nothing. I'm so sorry, Scribe. Look at her in the background like, oh, damn. I'm so sorry, Scribe. I support them too. Of course she is. That's three. That's three big ones too. Might I add? That's not like one of the little Korean ones that's like, oh, me, and he's a dollar bill. That's three big constellations giving support. Right? Murmuring. I think this is as far as we go. What if Hades does it too? Wouldn't he be a part of Underworld? Would he? It's fine. I've got what I wanted. What? Yeah, I'm asking the same thing. I didn't expect to be able to form our own nebula. All I wanted to do was stall for time. I think he might get surprised and there might be some other people that step up. If all goes according to the novel, the finale of this banquet is already decided. Pretty soon, that's Goryo's top swordsman will give them my support. That's four. Okay. All right. He got his respect after seeing all of his fable. No, don't end. What? Nah, I'm kind of mad. I'm not gonna lie. Being very honest, I wish I just would have kept playing Mortal Kombat and I waited a week and read this week's and next week's chapter together. I'm mad. I'm so mad. Don't tell me to suffer. Oh, wow. This chapter went by so fast. This was a good chapter. Now this, I really liked this chapter. I really did. I really liked this chapter. I didn't see Goryo giving support, but I got 3 of the 5. There's totally going to be one more. I swear the fan scans didn't end that early. This chapter, this ending came. I thought for sure we would have seen the 5th one, and had freaking Doksha be like, what? And then it ends or something. Boy, oh boy. So who is 5th? Surprised Secretive Plotter didn't say anything yet. We technically don't know what Secretive Plotter looks like. We would first, I don't know, because does this image count as us being able to see Secretive Plotter? Where is it? Right here. Does this count? Because this is the image that popped up whenever Doksha thought to ask Persephone about Secretive Plotter. So if this counts, then if Secretive Plotter is here, maybe Secretive Plotter says something. Maybe. I don't know. I would think me thinking out loud. I would assume all of the constellations that view Doksha consistently would be here at this banquet. I know it might not be a requirement, but I would assume that a lot of them that are supporters of him would at least show up because it would be a place that they would be able to congregate and commune with him. So at least they would either say something or give their support. like how this is. We know that Persephone's had contact with him before. He ran into Wukong like walking into the banquet, and then Wukong gave his support. We had the conversation with Uriel. So I would assume Secretive Plotter, maybe some of the other individuals would at least have their presence felt or shown to Doksha at least a little bit. That would be, I'm just assuming, right? Right, I'm just assuming. That's just my assumption. So I think if Secretive Plotter were here and could, because Secretive Plotter always is intrigued at what Doksha does. Always intrigued at what Doksha does. Always is like everyone will be jumping at Secretive Plotter. It will always be a descriptor of like is eager or interested in seeing how Doksha thinks about this or something like that, or I don't know. But then again, Secretive Plotter's name is Secretive Plotter. Why would I show up at this banquet and let people look at me and know that I'm involved in these things? Like, why would I do that? So it's like I get it, and I get why Secretive Plotter wouldn't say anything and wouldn't show up. I get it. I do. Problem is that he's supporting the birth of basically a new nebula. That's right now there's tension already existing. Yeah, true. That's true. That is true. That is true. Like you wouldn't give support unless you were strong enough. That's a good way to think about that. It's a good way to put it. Which makes sense why the individuals that said something, like it makes sense. Like we know he's about that business. He had throw down. You look at Persephone's backed by Hades, so like Olympus won't even go over to her. Like they wouldn't even go over to her, so I'm pretty sure nobody else is really gonna try to step up and do anything. You have that Uriel's a part of the what was it called? What did they call themselves? With the I forgot the name of it. It's Veda, and then Uriel is a part of, is it Eden? Eden. I'm like, I can't think of it. I don't know what was coming to my brain. She was a part of Eden, so it's like, that's a big group, a big nebula, I should say. Then you had Wukong. It's like, I don't know what Wukong is a part of, but in my brain, I'm like, it's one of the biggest myths in the whole world, so I'm assuming he's super powerful. Right? That's an assumption, I guess. I'm afraid that Doksha becoming a constellation will make it easier for other constellations to mess with him, since the scenario's protection only applies to incarnations. Oh, I didn't even think of that. But then again, we don't know. I don't know what it's like for nebulas to go against each other. I don't know. If we know, I don't remember. But I don't think we know how that goes. You have to need a money requirement. Why would I want to be a nebula? It's like, why would I want to do that? So maybe, I guess nebulas can't go up against each other, but Doksha said in chapter 10, he said the power to overcome incarnations in thousands in the 100th scenario. Like what carry? Okay, yeah. Okay, I get it. Okay. I do think it's interesting that they said that he has the ability to become a constellation before the, like, this is, they said even before the 10th scenario, and we are on the 7th scenario is currently starting without him, right? The 7th one. So I wonder how much the game changes when incarnations have the opportunity to become a constellation. I wonder, like, how does that change the scenarios? Good thing I know what nosotros mean. Um, we don't know what it is. We know that we were in between scenarios and he wanted to get back before the start of the next one, I should say. That's how I should word that. So we don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know what time it is either. Well, usually there was a time, I think, under, like, we don't know how long it's been. Well, we know an hour passed. We know an hour passed. Ninth scenario is the next one? Is it really the ninth one? Damn. Was I thinking of 7? So we just got finished with the 8th? All right. Our dear Monkey King just watching everything unfold. Like, yeah, seen that, been there. Here's my support. He had the smug face. I liked it. Looks at $2 in my wallet. I do the way he's gonna form a nebula. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't go too far down. This guy's design is sick, man. The seventh occurred during Peaceland before Nirvana showed up. That's right. Silly me. I remember. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Silly me. I wonder who's going to be 5. I wonder who's going to be the 5th one. My guess is, because I'm assuming like this banquet is going to be huge. So I'm assuming either it's like the formation of a nebula, we're on the verge of being a constellation. I know nothing about this series. I'd tell you guys if I got spoiled or anything. I know nothing about this series. I'm thinking whoever the 5th person is gonna shake stuff up. Has to be. Whoever the 5th person is gonna stir the pot. What's the process you have to go through to like join a nebula? So it's like Junghyuk and Doksha have formed together to create a nebula. Like, how else do we get like if we wanted to be like, hey, Persephone, do you want to join our nebula? Could she be like, sure? Or is she technically under a nebula being with Olymp? I don't know how that goes with the underworld. Is it connected to Olympus? I don't think it's connected to Olympus. Like, could he be like, hey, do you want to join us? Could she say yes, and then now it's 3 of them? Or could she, like, I'm wondering. I'm wondering now. I am wondering. I don't know. Underworld is a nebula separate from Olympus. Okay, cool. All right. I'm wondering. By joining a nebula, you don't actually create one. It's like a guild. Okay. Technically it's like they all came from the same area, same stories, all that stuff. So technically okay. I wonder if it's gonna, like, I wonder if, like, if you'll get someone like Uriel. I'm not saying that she would defect, but would you get someone that's so invested in Doksha and Junghyuk? Would they defect from their nebula to join Doksha and Junghyuk? Would that be something that happens? I don't know. I'm just thinking. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I do wonder. It'd be cool. It's really cool. I am excited for this. I am. I'm pissed off that the chapter ended where it did. I'm actually upset about it. Gotta wait a week, man? A week? Ah, man, that sucks. A week? What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I think so. It might be. Wonder what Fable Doksha will buy. I don't know. But he put the offer out to anybody if they would want to have their story bought. So depending on how much money they have and how much the other constellations will let them go for, maybe we could buy a bunch. I know, right? Remember when I didn't have to wait a week and I had like 30 chapters I could have read? Freaking hate to catch up. Catch up to a point. I know there's more chapters out there. I know if I wanted to keep reading, I could. But I'm gonna stick with Webtoon. Stick beside them. Sucks. Right? Sucks. But I'm gonna stick beside it. Man. Now he acts all cool. Yeah, it's like the face. If I go. It's like, all right, I'll give my support. Just looking, sure. And now he wants to act all cool. This is such a cool moment. I love this moment of Goryo's top swordsman stepping up, and that just being something unforeseen. Doksha didn't even think that was gonna happen. I really do like this. It's a really cool moment because it's like I can just tell, especially after like getting that moment earlier in the chapter with him like laughing out whenever we're going through all this stuff. It's just like he got his respect. He earned his respect, or at least intrigued him enough to make him to have him want to see what this kid's gonna do. I'm really hyped up about this. I really like this. Cool design. You know what it is? Being honest, I hope this guy fills in the cha spot that this series doesn't have yet. If you know, you know. He's an older guy, looks really cool, don't play no games, seems like he's strong as heck. Come on. Just come with us, please. I know you can't, but come with us. I just wish. In Carnival. Go up some more. I wonder what Fable Doksha will buy. Remember when you did that? Yeah. Lightning Carnival. Oh. Do you have any idea of what Doksha was thinking when talking to Chunyak about the banquet? What do you mean when he's talking to him about the banquet? Are you talking about this chapter? He actually might be a real one, yeah. Top swordsman guy, yeah, he might actually be a real one. So the other one, the end of the banquet. Whenever he said, you're talking about when trying to figure out like which part, because you have when Chunyak interrupted him, bumped him out of the way. That's when they asked for help. No one said anything. Persephone stepped up, went through the rest of that, and then after that, it was you had Persephone step up, you had Wukong step up, you had Uriel step up. Then it was more murmuring, And then that's when Junghyuk was like, I think this is it. I think you like reach our limit. And then Dokcho was like, I kind of expected this. He said, I didn't expect this here. He was like, I didn't expect to actually become a nebula. But then he thought to himself, he was like, I just really was trying to buy time. What he was trying to buy time for, I don't know. We know he's big brain. But he was trying to stall time for something. I don't know what the something was. But he's trying to stall time. But then he got caught off guard by having Goryo step up and say something. And by Goryo saying something, there might be another individual that steps up. So if there's another individual that steps up, we get our 5 and we are able to become a nebula. What then happens for Dokcho's plans that he was trying to stall time for? Is he gonna have to give up one? Is he gonna be like, nah, on second thought, I don't want to be a nebula? Or is he going to accept being a nebula and still have his backup plan in the back pocket? Or can he just, or if I don't know. Sorry, so like it's already the ending of the banquet's already set. So it's like Dokcho already has an idea of what the end of the banquet's gonna be like. Everyone just asked a really good question. Do we know how Demon Kings become Demon Kings? Because she has a theory of Dokcho becoming one. I don't know. I don't remember. That's so far ago that I don't remember. I know Demon Kings were talked about closer to the beginning of the series. There's like a specific character. I think it was. Isn't Namun's like constellation was like a Demon King or something, and then we ran into something else along the lines of a demon. I don't remember. It was closer to the beginning of the series, and I don't remember the beginning of the series, if I'm being honest. So what happens when Dokcho actually becomes a constellation, though? I don't know. Does he go back to the scenarios, or does he get to hang out with the constellation friends and watch his party struggle for survival? I don't know. It's like, what happens? It's like, what happens to the scenarios if Dokcho has to go back to them? As a constellation, though, does he still participate? Is there like a constellation scenario that he has to participate in? I don't know. They say Demon King are in constellation, didn't want to just watch, but participate. Okay. So they're in the scenario at one point. Black Dragon is the constellation. He's just really edgy. Namun's constellation was originally Abyssal Black Flame Dragon in TWSA. God, okay. So which one was I remember talking about Demon Kings in the beginning of the series. I do remember talking about Demon Kings. I don't remember in what capacity or where, but I do remember that they were mentioned. I swear I remember that it was mentioned. I swear I thought it was mentioned. I don't know. I'm telling you, man. No, we've never known what Omniscient Reader's been up to. It's the one. I think what's interesting. Did I talk about this before? I feel like I did. Is honestly, to myself, I feel like Armored Dragon Thunder level 10. Nah, I don't have a good one. Probably upstairs. I have a good one. Like, I have, like, when I think about this series and I think about, like, because I like theorizing, I like predicting things, even if I'm wrong. Like, I'm even fine with being wrong. But I just like it because it's fun. It's engaging. It's community building. It's like before you know it, this is the weird thing about the internet, where it's like we read a series and how many hours have like the group of us been together talking about this series? Like I can't even think how many hours. One, I can't think how many hours I've thought about this series, going all the way back from me first reading it till now, and the conversations that I've had. It's like way too many. So it's like, one, the relationships built off of like reading a series is insane to think about. But even in all of that time, I'm on chapter 171, and I still, it's like I see comments from people, and they're like, some people, they don't spoil, but they're like, man, like your chain of thought and the way you're thinking, it's just like, I can't believe like you're thinking about this. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm thinking about. I have no idea what I'm thinking about. I don't know that, because the series is so good at like disorienting and misdirecting you and cleverly coming up with a way around something. It's like I'm just talking and throwing ideas out, and I'm just like, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. Eventually I feel like I'm gonna say something that might be right. I'm saying so many things, so it's like I can't even like hang my hat on it, because I'm just, at some points I just be babbling. But I think it's just interesting where I feel like I don't know where the series is going, and then I can say a bunch of things that sounds like it's correct, and someone could be like, man, the way you think, like, I don't know where you got that from, but man, it's close. There's been a ton of comments like that. So many. And it's just like, man, I wish I knew. Right? Right? It's like, man, I wish I knew. Like, there's a few people, if you're watching this, I appreciate it. There's a few people that say, like, I have the best reaction to this series. I'm like, now that's kind of laughable. I don't think so. It's kind of crazy. But there's some people that say, I'm like, I don't know. But then you get the people that are like, you take too long to read it, right? You take too long. You spend so much time reading it. You should just fast forward it. You should edit it out. And it's just like, you can fast forward it. You can skip through my ramblings. I don't know. So it's like both. You see both. But I love the series. I don't think there's few series that make me angry when I get to the end, and I'm like, nah, why? Another chapter? It's killing me. It's killing me. Other reactors are even more lost. I guess a lot of things if I go back to my reaction. So congrats. Thank you. I haven't gone, if I'm being honest, I haven't gone back to any of the older reactions. I know I started reacting to chapter 100. So we got 71 reactions in the bag. 71 reactions in the bag. Because we caught up directly on chapter 100. My thoughts on the whole series is on the channel, but a lot of people aren't going to know to look for book club to find chapters 1 to 99. So they'll probably start at the playlist. I gotta do a better job. I don't know if I've been posting the link to the book club in the description or in the pin. I haven't done it for the pinned comment, but I don't know if I've been putting it in the I don't know if I've put it in the description just to be like, hey, if you want to know what I thought about the beginning of the series, that's what I thought. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you for hanging out. Yeah, I don't got anything planned for the rest of the week. Not that I know of. I might try to hop in and do all the Mushoku reactions for this week. I might. I don't know. I might. But I'm going to call it. Have a good one. Thank you guys, and I'll see you. Peace out.